What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be analyzing some sparring footage. This is Quade. He got me into boxing a couple years ago. I knew him from work originally. We worked at the same restaurant together, washing dishes, and we're both on to bigger and better things now. But yeah, Quade's very fast, and he's got very good boxing fundamentals. Better boxer than me, I will admit it. I am a little bigger than him, and my cardio is a little bit better, so that's my really only advantage. He's got just a better, tighter guard, but I've learned a lot of my tricks from him, so big shout out to Quade. And I'll leave you guys a little Instagram in the description so you guys can give him a follow. But yeah, he's just got really good guard. He's hard to hit, and his punches are very quick. He's very hard to see when he's striking. It's very hard to tell when he's throwing shots, so I'm starting to throw more feints and fakes, sorry about that. But yeah, he just sees right through me, really. So, and I have this bad tendency of keeping my hands low, so he gets me there for it. Keep my hands back up. Almost come through the combination there, but I'm doing a lot better than I used to. I would just give up after a few punches, but now I'm trying to stay in and trade a little bit. So now we're both just kind of feeling each other out. This is kind of our first round. We did one round of boxing, one round of kickboxing, and then some MMA at the end, and some jiu-jitsus as well. So here he is, just throwing a nice little long jab. He sticks through. I'm getting my range here too, though. We're just kind of feeling each other out. But yeah, you can really see how quick he is here with his movement. We kind of both trade there, so I give him a little nod. Going with this little blitz combination. We don't really have a bunch of mats on the floor, so the setup's a little jank, but not gonna stop us from getting a good little training session in. So here we go, getting into the inside. Kind of both shell up the same, and we both work on the inside here. And I kind of pivot and turn into an uppercut, which I've been practicing a lot because I know he really likes to duck down like that. So there he goes again, he ducks down. I try to get him with an uppercut, and now he's hitting me in the body. So I go fake body, get him in the head. This is kind of my favorite moment here, is we're both kind of really locked into the movement. I barely touch him there. That wasn't a huge jab. He gets me in the body again. Boom, boom, touch the glove. We're going a little bit harder here, but not too crazy, so I say lighten up a little bit, and I gotta go check the timer because wasn't sure how much time was left, so let's see what we got here. Nice little jab in the middle, hooking out. I return with my own combination, and that's the end of the first round of boxing. We're gonna get to kickboxing next, so see how that goes. Alright, now here we go. We got the kickboxing round, and like I said earlier, Quade comes from the boxing background, so you gotta give him some big props just for willing to do some kickboxing with me. So we start off with the headgear. Now I'm just showing him how I kind of fall into the punches from the kicks, and I'm not taking it too crazy. We're both going pretty light, definitely lighter than the boxing round, because there's a lot more to think about. We're not doing any knees, we're not doing any elbows, no sweeps, we're not really catching the kicks. But Quade does well still. He comes in with a teep and he returns with his own sort of jab, sorry. He comes in with the jab and he returns with his own teep. And here I'm showing him high kick into that jab. Nice little low kick, he's going for his teep, and I do a little kick, and he throws a spinning back kick, which was really nice, so I give him a little glove touch. And yeah, now you can start to see he doesn't really have the best teep. He's kind of falling. He's just throwing one-off leg kicks. This is punching, but I'm like, okay, yep, you got me there. So I'm like trying to get him to throw more. And I show him how it's done there. Nice little punch kick. Then another punch kick. And then he gets me in the middle of me switching stances with a teep, which was really clean. So he's a really good counter striker, even for doing kickboxing for like the first time. He's very good at countering still, so I'm definitely learning a lot just by watching this. I get a bit more marchy, a bit more into my Muay Thai stance. There we go, 1, 2, 3. Throws another teep. Throw a little kick around the side, another kick, jab. I am not really stepping much through the teep, not really getting much control on it, I'm realizing. We are kind of limited with the mat space though, so keep that in mind. So I kick the mat out of the way because it's falling apart. Definitely going to get more mats. So that's one of my favorite things to do, is just switch, and throw the kick. Teep. I don't know what I was doing here, honestly. I'm looking at this right now. I'm like, what the heck? But it's not horrible, I guess. Quade gets me with a nice hook there, but just hits the gloves. Reminded to keep my hands up here. I'm just trying to read him. I'm trying to do some of my own counters. So there we go. Finally come out with a double kick combo. And now we're both starting to feel it. I kind of catch the kick, but I let it go. Little glove touch. We're still keeping it respectful. Still keeping it playful. Trying to time him out here. There we go. Finally come through. And I stay in the southpaw stance. And then I return with that jab when I cross back to orthodox. Nice little wheel kick, but he dodges it. So that's it for kickboxing. We're going to MMA next. Alright, now the moment y'all have been waiting for. The boxer versus the MMA fighter in an MMA round. So the rules are no elbows, no knees or kicks to the head, but pretty much everything else goes. So that means grappling too. And I'm just going to show them how it's done, you know. I mean, this is literally my favorite thing to do out of all the martial arts I've learned, is putting it all together in MMA. Obviously, I come from Sambo background, so I'm used to wearing the gi. But I actually like to do MMA without the gi as well. You know, I just like the feeling of it, you know, not having that jacket. I can move a lot quicker. Yeah, here we go. A little wheel kick, side kick combination, which I missed again. And you can see my hands will drop a little bit low just because I'm used to takedowns, but my hands are actually in a good place here. I'm not too bad right now, so Quade's throwing those boxer punches you're going to see still. And it's definitely a lot easier with the MMA gloves. They're a lot lighter. So I'm trying to throw the kick out, and he does a good kick there to return. We're both trying to, you know, feel the distance out. It's a lot different. And yeah, he hits a hook there, but just hits the glove, I think. And yeah, he's putting a lot of power into his punches, which you're going to see is going to be his downfall in a little bit. And here we go. I slide in for the takedown. He does clip me on the way. I say I'm glad we got mats there because my head did hit the floor on that takedown, so I definitely learned something. And he turns it. He kind of has a guillotine, but it's not really tight. So I finish the takedown. He calls me a leapfrog. I hop over. I get into mount. And from here, I'm not even trying to really ground and pound. I do like a little body punch there, but I'm not really just... There we go. I flip over into guard, so I'm letting him work too. You know, I'm not just trying to get on him and smash, right? So he bucks me off, or he tries to at least. I try to lock up a triangle, I think, which... and I kind of throw a couple punches there to remind him. And here we go. I triangle into a mounted triangle here, so I kind of turn it around. And he does a good job. He actually pulls his leg around. He's pretty flexible. And so I grab his leg. And then from here, I think we just work on both standing up. So I give him my little 5. And at this point, I know he's a little tired. And he perfectly times a teep. So I give him a yeah, because that was a perfect teep from getting up. And obviously, I'm a little jazzed. So I start getting a little bit more intense. I come in with a nice combination. He counters me. I kind of eat it. I should have had my hands up. And here we go. He throws a little kick. I'm using my hands better. I should have thrown a kick there, but it's alright. There we go. Wheel kick into the jab, but I ran out of room. I kind of faked the takedown. So now I'm in the flow state right here. And I'm really just having fun. I'm just loving this right now. So we're going to get into the second round in a second, where things, you know, they go a little different in the second round. So you're about to find out.
Gas out in the first 2 rounds.
Alright, at the beginning of this little clip here, I say gas out at the first 2 rounds, and you'll see if that prediction comes true or not in a little bit, but this is round 2, so I'm definitely going to be doing things a little bit differently. I've already figured out kind of what I need to do, so I'm moving my hands more, and I'm setting up those kicks, so you can already see. I'm just kind of walking around now. I'm just kind of throwing fun stuff, but I'm still taking it seriously. You know, I'm still doing what I need to do. You know, we're just playing, but, you know, MMA is serious. You definitely have to do things right and avoid not getting hurt. So, especially with these little gloves. But you'll see me just moving around here. I try to go in and clinch, but he counters. So this time I go in with a combination and I get in. I throw a couple knees. So, and I realized he scrambled out. So I'm like, okay, I'll just stay out here. Okay, that's fine. I don't have to get in close to do damage. And boom, perfect counter right there for a punch. And he actually hits my perennial nerve in my knee. So he throws a perfect kick, really perfect kick to get my nerves going. So I'm telling him how that's good. We reset. Listening to some James Brown in the background, so I might have to turn down the music, but I love it. So you'll see he's starting to throw more kicks, which is good. But he's still got that boxer style. He's still leaving that leg forward, which I definitely should have capitalized on. But I entered in with a double left hook combination, then another kick. He pulls back off that kick there. I throw two more. He throws his own. Doesn't do much, though. I kind of shell up here. Let him work. Now we're starting to feel the distance a bit better. The void. Here we go. I'm starting to move my head. And I don't do much here, but I'm just trying to play, I'm just trying to make them think more, right? Because it's definitely interesting when somebody starts moving their head like that. You never know what they're going to do, so boom. As soon as he steps in, inside low, right to the jab, right? We go 1-2, go for the low, he blocks it, low, low, boom, right into that right kick. Boom, right kick again. I bring the leg up to check and throw the jab, back into a teep. Now I'm moving well here, and I go boom, right for another takedown. Now he sprawls really good actually right here, so I go into guard, and he actually really starts getting me good here. He starts ground and pounding, so I'm like, oh crap, I gotta get up. Like, I can't just like let him there. So I get up, throw the knee, lean down, and boom. 1-2, teep. Push him back a little bit. And you're gonna see he starts to kind of fade here. His stamina's going. Boom, little feint, jab, hook, cross, and I think it's right around here he starts to gas out. So yeah, that's going to be it. So there you go. That's the end of the sparring footage. He was very good session, and nothing but respect for Quade here. It's a hard sport, MMA, so stay safe. Love y'all.